Well guys, I wanted to take you along because I have an idea, something that I've been scheming up for our kitchen to help it stay cleaner and easier to clean. We have this little area between our pantry and our cabinets, and I've always wanted to put shelves in here. That was my intention, and so that's what we're going to do today, but there's a twist to this. So you can see the pantry's 18 inches deep, the counter cabinets are 24, so it angles back. We're going to make some shelves that match that angle and put them in here. So let's go out to the workshop, and I think I want to make it out of the same butcher block. I think I have enough scraps left over that I can make some butcher block matching shelves. Success! I do have two cutoffs that I've been holding on to of butcher block. I'm going to go ahead and get these cut down. So we cut out the shelves and I got them oiled, and those are put aside. And now I'm going to go ahead and build a base for the toe kick area in that little cabinet zone, in that nook. Let me just get some pocket holes drilled. So here's where we stand. I'm going to go ahead and get this stained up. Just so it matches the toe kick that's going to be right next to it. And this will be the bottom support, the bottom shelf support. You'll see, it's the toe kick area. So let's get that stained up and then sealed up. That's all there is to it. I'll let that dry. Looks pretty good, right? I'm going to get a clear finish on there for protection. And now I'm going to introduce the star of the show. This little pot right here is a camping cook pot that I bought off Amazon, and this will be our compost bin. We want a spot that we can throw our food scraps and crumbs to keep the kitchen clean so that we can bring it outside and dump it into our compost bin. This is going to be a big part of what we're doing in the kitchen today, and you're going to see how it's going to integrate into this shelving unit. It's going to be pretty cool. So stick with me here. I have to take this piece of wood and trace out the pot on it because I need a block for it to push up against. It's all going to come together, and you guys are going to think this is pretty cool. So let's trace this out, get it cut out, get it sanded, and we're just going to oil this one. That looks pretty good. I just evened it up the best I could and got it shaped up on there. I think that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and jigsaw this. So here's how that came out. Look at this. You know, perfect. Anyway, I want to line this up. And figure out where I want it to be. get this in here. Well, I made this too tight. Didn't I? There it is. Okay, I'm going to screw these into the cabinets. Now, let's get our first shelf into place. Ooh, that fits really good around the cabinet. Really nice. This one I made to go up here, but I have nothing to set it on. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get it marked out, and we're just going to drill some screws through the cabinet if it'll work out. So let me just get this in place. So we're going to slide it in, level it up, and just drill it with screws. Shelf is in. But now that's still not as convenient as it could be, even though it works. So I'm actually going to drill a hole, a big hole in our countertop. There's no reason to be afraid of drilling a huge hole in your counter, right? I mean, it's just wood. So we're going to drill a hole right here that leads to the compost bin. I hope so. So let me get it lined up. I need to make sure that I have this all perfect. I hope I have this in the right spot. I think it is. Well, this is making a bigger mess than I anticipated. Oh boy, guys, I cleaned that up nice. Came out pretty good. It's pretty smooth. Honestly, it could be smoother. But I kind of don't feel like running back outside to get new sandpaper. So I'm going to put some oil here. And we're just going to seal these edges. Seal around this opening. Get all those raw edges. Well guys, that was quite the project just to make a hole in our countertop. That's what it all boils down to. I had this cubby that I planned out for shelves, and I wanted to make a compost bin area, and I thought, how cool would it be to be able to take your crumbs and your food scraps, because this is where we prepare food, and just sweep it into a hole, and it's gone, right? You know what I hate doing is when you have crumbs on your counter, and you try to sweep them onto your hand, and we don't have much of a lip on our counter, so it doesn't work good. You make a mess on the floor, or you try to grab it in a rag. This is awesome. I've never seen anybody do this before, but it sounded like a good idea to me. For example, toaster's right here. We can take out the crumb tray. Boom. Right there. Or if we just, you know, get some crumbs on the counter accidentally. Oh man. Oh. Oh, what happened? Well, we can just sweep them up. That's perfect. Clean and tidy. When we're ready, we pull this out, we dump it outside, all the crumbs, all the food scraps. I can throw eggshells, I could throw onion peels, whatever, in there. I think the hole's big enough. I really liked this pot. Comes with this lid. The reason I liked it is because it has a carry handle. It also has this pull on the front. As you see, it's on one side. The other side doesn't have it. So it's kind of convenient. Whoops. For putting it in there and pulling it out. And you might be thinking, yeah, it's cool, but you have a hole in your counter. What if you lose your, you know, something down there? Well, check this out. Boom. Lid. A little loose, but pretty close. Now, truthfully, it'll probably stay open most of the time because we're going to use it. But I decided when planning this to pick up this little cast iron pot. I thought this was perfect. Comes with this lid, has a little lip on it. And I sized my opening for this lid. That's how we got there. And the idea was, if I do want it closed, I could close it up. You know, let's say we're chopping carrots, and I don't want carrots accidentally rolling down the hole. You get it? So, there, lid. We don't cut on our counter, but things fall off the cutting board. We're not going to leave food in here rotting. This is more just for daily convenience. What we like to do is bring out any food scraps daily. We don't want it sitting around. But if we wanted it to last longer, we could treat this as a dry compost system where we throw a little sawdust in there and add the food. And as long as it stays dry and covered, stuff shouldn't smell or rot. But we'll be getting rid of that daily. Just a little tip. So yeah, basically what I did here was I overcomplicated the process of wiping crumbs off the countertop, right? And that's what I like, little quirky things that are different and make our life a little more easy in the kitchen at home. I like it, I'm happy with it. I can't wait to show Evie. I've been working on this kind of behind the scenes. She knows I'm working, but I don't know if she knows exactly how this is all gonna turn out. So I'm gonna show her, and otherwise, we are done with the under counter compost bucket, built-in shelf. So I just revealed the whole setup to Evie, and somehow she didn't even hear it happening. Didn't even hear it.
I don't think I heard it.
What do you think?
It's cool. I like it. It's functional. We have a spot for the pizza cooker now.
Yeah, I didn't even show that. We have a pizza cooker, and I put that on the tall shelf underneath. So, good. I asked her if she was mad that I cut a hole in the counter, and you said yes. But it's going to be cool. Mm-hmm. It'll work out. So, that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.
Bye.